Jeff,
guy...
It's Skullface, Jeff!
Skullface has some problems.
You think? I don't know. He's a fairly dapper-looking gentleman.
Just saying that there's something kind of up with his face.
I don't really know what you're talking about.
All right, let's just move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like he says.
Woo!
You know,
We're partying.
Keep it going.
Let's party, bro. One more round for this chopper over here.
Have a chopper party. We got a chopper. They got a chopper.
There's a lot of choppers now.
Let's chop.
So, this is Metal Gear?
Metal Gear? It is. This is Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes.
And
So who's the other target?
And that's Kiefer Sutherland.
That would be
oh,
Chico.
yeah.
He's being held in the same area as Posse. Last radio contact.
So tell me what you think of Kiefer Sutherland in this.
Find them both.
Okay, I'll
Bring them
listen.
back alive. Enter the compound from the south cliff. Secure Chico and Paz.
Still
and
not
report
Kiefer
back
Sutherland.
to the rendezvous point.
No, it'll be obvious. See, their unit is XOF.
Not anymore. Is that a collectible? Do you find XOF
Yes.
patches through the entire game?
Yep.
Great.
Oh.
We'll send a chopper from across the Cuban border. You should be back at Mother Base in time for lunch. You'll probably just miss our guests. The only catch is you go in solo. The politically sensitive nature of the mission means backup is not an option.
Fine. I like some alone time now and then.
Does that sound like Snake to you?
Nope.
I'm kind of with you.
It sounds like Kiefer Sutherland trying to put on a slightly more gruff voice than he normally has.
Sure. Yeah.
Which, with him having such a well-known voice, just sounds kind of fake.
A little bit. Some of it's better than others.
Of course, that's just one line of dialogue.
Yeah,
Who knows? Maybe.
yeah.
I'm in front of the prison camp.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
Call back. Oh, by the way, I can zoom in even more.
Oh.
You waiting, huh?
Yeah, like it's a totally fine performance, of course. It's just kind of a hard shift, you know? After, God, what's it been? Like a decade and a half almost of
Yeah.
David Hayter doing Snake.
Right.
Like it's just, I don't know, it's an adjustment.
So you have some kind of camera control here? Is that?
I can
you
zoom.
Oh yeah,
I can
you can
zoom
zoom
and
on
I
the
can do
credits
that.
even. That's silly.
It is kind of silly. Oh yeah, that works during all cutscenes. I think they've done stuff
Yep.
like that before. But this is the very beginning of the game.
I brought my Duran Duran tapes.
Chico and Paz are being
So yeah, you're picking up cassette tapes and listening to them for clues,
and head northeast.
but then you got this thing.
Well,
It just like projects a holographic map and stuff.
it's always been a mishmash of
Yeah, it's
you know
silly.
impossible technology and
Yeah.
period appropriate stuff. What's
Sure.
in the briefcase?
So those are unlocks. It's just a gun.
Okay.
That's something I unlocked. I played through this once on this console before, so it's just a bonus weapon
Oh, okay.
that I got. Oh, that's another bonus weapon.
Huh.
I'm really tempted to take it. I'm gonna take it. Oh God, it just sits on my back.
To take out their vehicles or anti-air guns.
Wow. Okay.
Broadcasting your position to the whole base. If you're
Jeez.
gonna use it, be ready.
Okay. Good
Yeah.
to know. All right. Well, that's a post-game thing, but whatever.
You can check the controls on the pause screen.
It sounds like that most of this game is a post-game thing.
This game's really short. I mean, I don't think that surprises anybody at this point. I might be too close to that watchtower. How do you want me to play? Like balls out,
No, I mean, you
guns
know,
blazing?
what's
or-
so tell me about what we're actually looking at here. You have finished the game once.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
how
Well,
long is that? That's like 2 hours.
So I've
It's
actually
like an
I fin-
hour 50 or something.
Yeah.
You said.
I've actually finished it twice. Once on this machine.
Okay.
You'll move faster.
My first time through. Ooh, I'm close. My first time through, the game clock was just under 2 hours, but I think it was probably closer to 3 because I was being very meticulous about, you know, stealthily kind of picking my way through this base.
Oh, so if you fail and reset, it doesn't
I
necessarily
don't think so.
take time into
I'm
account?
pretty sure it was not tracking that other time.
Okay.
Second time through, when I was a little more aggressive about, headshotting guys and just sort of running,
Yeah.
43 minutes, I think it was.
Okay.
So, but it's pretty highly replayable.
Yeah, so that's not necessarily the point of the game. It's not just like see this story.
Yeah,
it's
well-
see side stuff
Well,
and see.
so there are actual side missions that unlock after you finish it. But,
Okay.
but I actually mean even this main mission, I would, if I just went and bought the game and played through it, I would totally play it like at least a couple more times.
Huh.
Because the base is really big and kind of open.
Yeah.
And both times I went through it, I went a completely different way. I gotta be real careful. These guys over here will see me if they're looking the wrong way. You know what? I'll stop jawing about the end of the game for a little bit and just show you what I can do right now. Because I really had fun playing this game.
What do you see? Press the call button to get more intel.
Uh-oh. He's gonna see me.
Ah.
Let me play this the right way. Here's the right way to play this. Well, first of all, it's to not get spotted
Get away
by
from that.
searchlights.
Yeah.
Oh, don't see me, don't see me, don't see me. He's too far
Oh.
away.
It's gonna see you.
No, I'm too far. So that is the coolest thing about this whole... Oh, wow. So I unlocked a challenge when I beat it to tag every enemy in the base, so it's got a little counter now popping up whenever I tag somebody, like how many there are and stuff. But yeah, like this is... Oh, I didn't get him in time. Oh, I did. This is crucial to... I mean, you can't always just run through this and shoot guys and not worry about the stealth stuff.
Yeah.
But if you want to try to get through this without being seen and that kind of thing, like it is of the utmost importance.
But you have to be like to get that level of enjoyment out of it. You have to like want to engage with multiple play styles and want to do all that stuff.
Kinda,
right?
yeah. Like if you just want to go through this and see what the story has in store, you're gonna kind of want to done this very quickly. All right. If I got spotted, oh well. We'll just roll with it. Oh boy.
You gonna go CQC this guy?
Hell yeah. So I'm holding the CQC button, which gives you all these options. So if I then hold this,
Speak.
I think it's really weird they didn't record any VO for the stuff they tell you.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can either make them give you some intel, or you can have them call their other guys over, which I don't find useful because I don't want a bunch of guys coming at me.
Right.
And then I can either knock him out or make it a little more final.
You're a monster.
Yeah, so I've been told. But I actually think that intel gathering thing is super cool because, just like I am... Oh god! I forgot I changed the control scheme right before this. It defaults to old Metal Gear controls, which are not exactly modern action game controls.
Right.
So I went in before this and changed to what they call shooter type controls, where it's like stance change is on circle,
Okay.
reload is on square.
Yeah.
Like you normally play a game these days.
Right.
So, if you wanted to play like Call of Duty or whatever, definitely go in and do that.
Huh.
But, all right, I think I'm clear to get in here. The thing about the intel I was saying is that just as I am marking these guys manually,
Yeah.
like, they'll give you intel that'll be like, oh, we have a bunch of guys stationed over here, and it'll mark all those guys automatically.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Or, like, oh, the ammo cache for the base is here, and it'll mark it on your map, Like, it helps fill out a lot of what's going on.
Can you show the map? Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
So this is the default map view.
And that's the entire base.
Yep.
Okay. So the entirety of the game takes place in this area.
Is the base. This is the game. Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, there's tons of enemies out here. You really want to be vigilant as you're sneaking around. Unless you don't give a F, which is also valid.
Is it possible to just clear out the base completely? Could you just kill everyone and
Yeah.
then just run around and just do whatevs?
So
or
it's weird. The first time I was playing through it, I had killed probably a dozen guys and had like relatively free reign to move around.
yeah.
And then I got intercepted a radio message that said like, "Oh, it's shift change. A bunch of new guys coming on."
Oh.
Or something to that effect. So I think, judging by that, I think they repopulate the level at a certain point. but I could be wrong.
Well, I wonder how the tagging is supposed to work if everyone's going to cycle out.
Right.
If it's even possible if you to tag every enemy. So, contact him. What's the radio stuff look like?
It's just this. There's no
Okay.
traditional Metal Gear style, you know.
There's no codec screen?
No close-up portraits or anything like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
It was the 80s, you know. A simpler time. Shit! So...
I mean, the original Metal Gear was also the 80s.
Did I get him? Alright, so that's what it does when you get caught.
You should move the bodies of enemies somewhere out of sight.
It's what? Do you just shoot people in the head?
Well, after it makes the little "you got caught" sound,
Yeah.
you know, it goes into slow motion for a generous few seconds.
Okay.
And you have that time to deal
To
with
get
them.
out of trouble.
Yeah. So if you can take the guy down who spotted you before the slow-mo runs out, you can just keep rolling.
Okay.
Which I really appreciate.
It sounds very forgiving.
Pretty forgiving, yeah. Oh. You also tag guys just by aiming at them.
Huh.
Eyes open, boss.
Yep.
What exactly does he mean by boss?
So, if I remember my Metal Gear history, I thought he had taken on the moniker of Big Boss by this point,
Yeah.
but, you know, they'll still refer to him as Snake.
Because at this point, you know, the
From time to
situation
time.
with the boss
Yeah.
has happened.
Yeah, that was ages ago.
Yeah, and this is more or less bridging Peace Walker.
Yes, this is a direct follow-up to Peace Walker, which I didn't play much of. But there's a really dense text recap of Peace Walker available from the menu in this. Yeah, if you didn't play Peace Walker, I would highly recommend reading through that first, because none of this stuff makes any sense without that.
Yeah. Now, was Peace Walker the game where you used Wi-Fi to get people?
I think.
Or was that?
Yes, it was like sort of like Metal Gear plus Pokemon.
Yeah. Okay. I played some of that.
Yeah, I played a little bit of it.
Just because the mechanics were interesting.
Right. Oh, I don't want that light on.
But I just, you know what? For my money, like the how Big Boss became Big Boss part of the Metal Gear fiction, no interest.
Yeah, even like leading into 5, because that seems like exactly where all this is going.
Yeah, and that kind of bums me out about what Phantom Pain will end up being. I guess. Like I guess I still don't have a good sense of what Phantom Pain is. It's kind of by design, I guess, but but like at that point when it's like, okay, here's the conflict where, you know, young clone Solid Snake rises up to now take. But I guess that wouldn't even happen in this because that happened in the original Metal Gear.
Right. Like my guess is 5 is going to take us right up to that time
Right. So
period.
5 will be like, presumably it will be Big Boss establishing Outer Heaven. And
that's where it seems like this is going. Because Peace Walker, oh god.
You know, maybe that'll be more interesting because it does tie into the more modern events of Metal Gear, like the protagonist I'm more interested in, I guess I should say.
Right.
But like when they got their weird, like, you know, Vietnam plus Metal Gear stuff going, like it was always a little too goofy for me.
Yeah.
Or not goofy in the way that I like out of Metal Gear. I don't know. It's
Good night.
yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, in Peace Walker you have like your... Oh. That's pretty hard to aim with that flashlight in my face. God damn it. There. Peace Walker had that kind of proto-Outer Heaven already, Mother Base.
Right.
It was like the kind of ocean, like the oil rig looking thing.
Yeah.
Which
Can
is
you
where,
pick these up, guys up and drop them to make stuff pop out of them?
The weapon is, I think, what has the ammo in it. You
Okay.
just walk over that. Or no, maybe you do have to... this guy's asleep, right?
Throw him off the cliff.
Yeah. Now he's going for the long sleep.
Why did he wake up?
I don't know that this would ever get old. They're not coming back. I don't think. Is that it? So you can tag vehicles in addition to the soldiers in this.
Yeah.
And, like there's at least one Jeep that goes on kind of regular patrol around the base. There's a tank or two. So I mean, I think it's super cool that you can tag every single threat in this, and and kind of keep tabs on it, you know?
Yeah.
Even just like right from here, you would see like the Jeep driving around the
Right.
the base if I had it marked.
So do you know exactly where you're going yet, or do you have to interrogate people or find out where the people are being held?
They pretty much point you to this guy,
Okay.
who's the first guy you're trying to extract. Like they basically say, hey, he's in the old prison. It's right over here. And granted, you know, third time through the game, I pretty much know exactly how to get here.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'll push the story forward after this. Maybe I'll just go fart around in the base a little bit.
Yeah, it seems like that's the larger part of the game is this kind of Metal Gear sandbox
Right.
thing,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, it's basically exactly what it is. In fact, I don't know. I could just skip the rest of this cutscene.
Chico, keep it down.
Ah! Ah!
Can you let those people out?
You can. Yeah, and it'll disrupt the guards. Yeah, if you let those other dudes out, the guards will like run over and start dealing with them at a point. Like the stealth stuff feels really dynamic in this. In terms of the guard behaviors, like their patrol patterns, the way they react to things.
Hey, way to strangle a kid, by the way.
I think it was a sleeper hold, right?
Yeah, I mean,
trying
he's
to-
probably not dead.
Trying to get this guy out, but
It was not quite a sleeper hold.
I don't know why he
sleeper
was-
hold is done. Is very specific. Professionals,
saying Snake is not a professional.
not like Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
That's fair.
I got Chico.
And Boss,
Not here.
are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Is Chico able to walk?
Hold on.
No, I knocked him out.
Also, there's that.
Not gonna happen.
What?
You'll have to carry him out then. Okay, Boss, change your plans. Haul Chico over
Seemed
to
to
the
have
rendezvous
punched
point.
a couple of big bolts through his Achilles tendon.
Yeah, that's
What's going on there?
Calm down.
So anyway, yeah, you know, the objective is
Park the RV on
Shift
these-
change.
get these kids the hell out.
Chico there.
But I'll let people discover that stuff on their own time. And these guys really want to be out. All right, fine.
There's someone in there. What do you plan on doing? Another prisoner. Looks like he's alive. You can pull him out too if you want, but just don't forget the target.
So can you extract everybody?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know, actually.
Maybe you should extract that guy off the cliff.
I was thinking about maybe, yeah, freeing him forever. Truly freeing. There's
Yes.
only one way to truly be free.
Can you fly, Bobby?
Ah, shit. Yeah, that guy's... Well, no, what did he see? I guess he sees me. Because it's not like I left bodies over there.
Yeah. I'd say maybe just get all the way low until he goes away, but...
Ah,
Okay.
kind of curious if I can extract him on the helicopter.
That's sort of what the VO was implying
Yeah,
there.
I hadn't even thought about that before. Let's find out. That won't be story related. So I got this helicopter,
Okay.
and you can call it to any helipad, but those are hot, as you can see.
Yeah, that'd be a...
Danger high, danger moderate. This is the only one that seems pretty safe. I tried calling a chopper to one of those hot ones,
It's headed your way now.
and it just got fucked up. Like they destroyed it. They blew the shit out of it. So I don't know if you would have to like literally clear the interior of the base to make use of those things or what.
Right.
Once you don't end up head first in the ocean.
Pretty athletic guy.
Well, you know,
Like
he's...
running at a full sprint with like a...
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I'm really curious if this would like unlock anything or...
Yeah, maybe there's like a free all prisoners bonus.
yeah.
So you talked about side missions and stuff that'll unlock after you've played through the game once. Like,
Yeah.
what sort of stuff is that? Is it just sort of is it challenge stuff like tag all the
so-
enemies, or is
well,
it like real?
No, those are just sort of inline challenges that pop up. These are actual missions that start from the main menu, like this one does. They're all set during the daytime. They're not considered
Oh, so
like...
you start them from the main menu.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not even something that just happens while you're on this mission.
If
Okay.
you've seen the video walkthrough they put out of a daytime mission where you're like trying to get some guy's cassette tape or something
Yeah.
like that, it's stuff like that. Let's see what happens when I toss this guy on here. All right. Now what?
That's extracted prisoner. That's it. So can you like fast travel from this thing, or what are your options with the helicopter?
It doesn't look like it. Nah. Looks like I can hang out on the side of the chopper.
How long does that thing stay there?
I don't know.
That
Okay.
long.
Yeah, when you give him one of the story characters, he just takes off immediately.
Yeah.
I won't do any more story stuff here, but I will go poke around in the base a little bit. I think this game looks way better at night when when it's raining. Like it seems like everything about this was designed with these lighting and weather effects in mind. Because I think the daytime stuff, like it doesn't look bad by any means, but you know the kind of bright midday sun makes a lot of this stuff look a little more plain than it does right here. But I think generally this is like a really nice looking game. Should I just throw this grenade at him?
Probably.
Actually, oh, what do you think of that?
I think you should
What?
probably shoot that guy.
Oh, why can't I? Ah, man, I'm aiming into the ground.
Yeah.
Fuck. Well, that sucks.
So, what happens when a proper alert like this goes off?
They all start coming out of the woodwork and just, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What up, guys? Although, oh god, yeah, they're all over the place, huh? Well,
Yeah, you marked that enemy all right.
reload on the fly. I'm gonna die. Maybe not. It's pretty easy to lose them.
Which is weird, because it seems like a pretty small base.
Yeah, you would think that it wouldn't be that hard for them to kind of pinpoint where you might be going. But they're not super smart about following you past the point where they last saw you.
Ah.
Like, they don't go as far as, like, a Splinter Cell, like, last known location marker.
Yeah.
But they will definitely keep shooting at the
Someone
last
threw
place.
a grenade in your direction.
Oh, man. Is that it? I think that's it.
And is there any sort of long-term impact for you getting spotted?
No, eventually they'll just be like, we can't find him.
Okay.
Back to normal. Which I guess that's the one, like, really big stealth contrivance they still cling to.
Yeah.
You know, in this maximum security top secret base, you would think they would never go off high alert.
Right.
Once there was an intruder, but
Don't push yourself. Fall back to a safe position.
oh, that's
How
a lot.
much does Kiefer Sutherland actually speak in this thing?
Not a whole lot.
Huh.
That's a lot of dudes.
And it's just straight up regenerating health this time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like that's
It's just the kind of raspberry jam business.
yeah, weird.
I want to get. I want to get to the helipad because there's some fun stuff there. Can this guy see me, or is he just searching?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's
He can definitely see
staring
me.
at you.
I took the suppressor off because it breaks.
Oh, huh.
You only get,
Yeah.
when I've got it equipped, you'll see a little bar underneath the rifle.
Right.
And you only get so many shots with the suppressor on.
And then you have to
before
find
it gets-
another one, or is
No,
there? Is that it?
There may be another one, but I haven't found
Yeah.
it. You've also got that silent tranquil pistol, or
Oh, right, right.
tranquilizer. Oh, that guy's not actually dead. A lot of guys.
Maybe throw a grenade over there.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
No separate grenade button. You still have to equip it.
No, you just... So you have, like, categories, basically. It's like rifles, and big weapons, throwables,
Okay.
and then kind of pistols.
Yeah.
And you basically pick which one you want, and then you just tap that direction, and you'll go to it. Oh, they'll spread out. Get out of there.
I mean, this doesn't seem that hard, and there are
No, it's not. I mean, this is on normal.
38 guys
Yeah.
in the whole base, so
Yeah.
it seems like if you could just hold out, you kind of let everybody come to you eventually, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Does it still have rations in any form, like
No,
a
not-
quick heal?
No,
or
nothing like that.
Okay. Cigarettes?
Oh.
Is this even a Metal Gear game?
Kinda?
I mean, you're playing it with shooter controls.
Yeah.
It doesn't have... Is there a cardboard box?
No, and I want to say there was like a... Oh, that was foolish. I want to say there was like a news story about that recently, where like somebody on the team confirmed there wasn't going to be a cardboard box or something like that.
Huh.
I'm not sure. I thought I saw people grousing about
I mean,
that on
hey, you
Twitter.
know, like they should change it up. Like that's,
Yeah, totally.
you know, don't hold to like stuff like items and stuff like that if they don't feel like they fit in the game you're trying to make.
Right.
But this does seem like a pretty dramatic departure in some ways.
Well, yeah, I guess so. I mean,
But it's still like the cinematic end of it is still
Yeah.
intact.
and a lot of that,
or-
I think a lot of that is because I'm explicitly playing it as a shooter right now, which is not at all how I wanted to actually play this, or how I did play it on my own time, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I played this, like I said, purely as a... Oh, God. I'm putting darts in you. You should go to sleep now.
Shoot him in his head with the darts.
I'm just gonna die. What is happening? Okay.
Going to overdrive mode there.
Some kind of takedown. Oh, no.
Like you lie down, he takes the opportunity to run away.
Yep.
Why will it not let you shoot the rocket launcher?
I don't know. Alright, well, this is where I was trying to get to. 'Cause there's stuff like this.
Okay.
But nobody to shoot
Now
at.
there's that guy that's still alive over on the side. Can you reach him? Yeah, right there.
Oh, man.
Hey, buddy. Hey, man. Hey, dude.
Alright.
Did him like RoboCop.
Handled. Oh, no! Is that all of them?
Yeah, there's a guy coming over there.
I think that's taken care of.
So is there, I mean, if you end up shooting enough people, do the helipads become less dangerous?
I
Does
don't
it
know.
actually show differently
See
on
if
the
I
map?
can-
I imagine because the alarm is going off, it would
Good
probably
question.
kind of...
Yeah, still hot
Yeah.
at the moment. There was a tank.
So when people started talking more and more about the length of this game and kind of how it fits into the grand scheme of things, I guess, a little bit, it started sounding more like almost like when they did Gran Turismo Prologue, where it's like, here's the thing to kind of tide you over until the real thing. It's not. It's more than a demo.
Yeah.
But it's not a long game, and they are selling it at a at not full price for a retail game, right? It's $30. Is that?
Yes, that's correct.
Except unless you download it on an old platform, that's 20.
I believe it's 20 as a
Can you
downloadable
shoot
on.
those tanks and make them blow up?
I don't know.
You probably should. It says flammable right on them.
All right.
It didn't. That looks all right.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
okay.
know.
Where is everybody?
I mean, you just spent, you know, when you were tagging enemies, it said there were 38 guys, and you just killed like 15. So
I guess so. Maybe that's it.
you kind of run this base. So I mean,
shit.
if you did that,
Yeah.
could you just go complete both objectives and be out?
I guess so.
Like, there's no time thing of like you have to
No.
do this and then things happen, and like
No.
it's all just get in here, get these people.
Definitely not. Where are these guys? Yeah,
Let's probably get back in that tank, dude.
Yeah, fine.
I mean, if there are people.
I thought that was kind of everybody, but
There's that guy.
You really think this is a good idea? Because I don't. Man. Changed my mind. This is the way to play Ground Zeroes.
All right, longest two-wheel driving time. Nice going. That's a weird.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, they do that for like, you know, like longest headshot, stuff like that.
Yeah. There's some weird challenges to this thing.
Yeah, kind of.
This thing is weird.
It is
Ground
kind of weird.
Zeroes is kind of crazy.
It is kind of crazy. I really like it though.
Yeah. So what are the what are the side missions actually have you doing?
Okay, we could just pop out and go look at that stuff. So they all take place in the same base, but
Yeah.
like I said, they're all, or at least the ones I've seen are all daytime. I don't know if be cool if there's like a dusk one or something, but same base layout, but you're going for totally different objectives, and they're not considered like part of the story by any means. In fact, I think they might say like, oh, these are recreations of other military scenarios or something like that. So you know, that's the story, but then once you finish that, you get stuff like this.
Side ops.
Yep. I forget which one they showed that video of.
That was, I think it was this one.
I think it was
you had to
that
go
one.
get the cassette tape and find the guy. That
Yep.
is that one.
Yep. Like that one, just run around and C4 all these turrets. So each platform, PS4 and Xbox, has a platform-specific mission,
Right.
which I haven't seen because we haven't had a lot of time with this so far, and you have to collect all of those patches,
Oh, yeah.
the Fox patches. To
Do the
unlock
Fox
those.
patches all show up in the main mission, or are they spread across all the side ones too?
I don't know. That's a good question. I would hope you could pick them up in any mission. But these are crazy. Like I was told what they are.
Yeah, this
and
one's
they're
like
very off.
I mean, they've said what they are,
have
right?
they- have they just
I don't
announced it?
actually know for sure.
I don't know if they've announced what they are, but they're like, you're not just playing Snake. You know, they're really quirky.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen those. There's one of these. Let's see. Evac. Okay, this one's cool. I checked this one out very briefly. Let's pop into that.
So these probably end up being like another 2 hours or something, right?
Yeah,
Depending
maybe.
on.
Yeah, depending on how you play.
Yeah.
And how much of a perfectionist you are. I mean, it grades your performance. Like I said, the second time I went through the main mission, I got a B, which got me a couple of those weapon unlocks.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, if you really wanted to go through it and get an S, or, you know, get through it without being spotted or whatever, you know, you could
The mission objective
definitely
is to
wring a lot
eliminate
more time out of it.
US Marines
A pseudo-historical recreation.
Yep.
1974.
Pair were in Laos together, but retired after the U.S. withdrew its forces. They were a sniper spotter team. In country, they were known as Glaz and Palitz, the eye and the finger. I've sent VIs of the targets to your iDroid. Take a good look.
iDroid.
iDroid.
I've sent the targets fields of
1974.
movement to your iDroid. These are averages worked up from a study by the intel team.
This is kind of cool, you know. They put a little bit of effort into these side missions, you know.
Yeah.
Some unique VO and mission objectives and stuff like that.
God, what do they have? Like Kiefer Sutherland in there for like 20 minutes?
Yeah, it kind
Like,
of
get in here and read this, and then that's all we need for this?
seems that way.
Do you think he will be the voice in Phantom Pain?
I mean, I think they announced that, right?
I don't know.
I think that was
it's hard for me to keep track of what they
I
announced.
thought that was the big.
And then also, do you believe them?
Detected, the targets are bound to take extra precautions. It's crucial that you eliminate the targets quickly and quietly. Do not let the enemy see you.
You're right about some of these surfaces looking kind of plain.
Yeah, like the rocks and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's super.
Water
nitpicky.
looks good.
Super nitpicky. I think like at night when the wet pavement and all that stuff in there, like it just looks absolutely fantastic. I saw a little bit of the Xbox One version over somebody's shoulder. Like it looked more or less the same, other than, you know, they confirmed that this is 1080 on the PS4 and 720 on there, but effects-wise, it looked about on par.
Yeah. And then have you seen older console versions?
I saw just a few minutes of the 360 version. It runs at 30-ish,
Yeah.
and is obviously a lot lower resolution than this stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
It's only $20, you know, but
It seems like, you know, there was definitely some uproar when the stuff about the time got out, but if you look at the price and I don't know.
I think
It seems justified.
I think it skates by. Like it's, if it had been 40 like they originally planned,
Yeah,
like
that-
that would be pretty rough.
But if you look at stuff like, you know, it's weird. It's maybe a weird comparison to make, considering just kind of the size and profile of this game compared to those. But you know, you look at something like Gone Home or Jazz Punk
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
where,
Targets to your iDroid. Take a good look.
you know, you're kind of getting in there for $20
Right.
and spending a couple hours with it and going like, all right, that was really great, done.
Yeah.
Then this seems appropriate.
This is definitely more replayable than something like those. Honestly, I really think it's just kind of the open nature of the base and all the different options you have for, you know, distracting guys and getting up behind them and like CQCing them or shooting them in the face
Right.
and stuff like that. Like
Or just having like zero impact at all. Like
Yeah.
just get in,
Sneak through.
get your guys, get out. Kind of interesting to see some speed runs.
no smoking on this base. Thought we told you. Smoking kills.
Probably take care of that body. Yep. I want to play
Yeah.
this game.
Yep. Yep. It's silly. Yeah, like you know, it's so short. It's almost a little strange to say this, but I think it might be the most fun I've ever had actually playing a Metal Gear game.
Huh.
I think
Yeah.
I might have said the same thing about 4, because 4 was kind of moving in this direction as well.
Oh, sure, yeah. I mean, they've definitely come a long way over the years, just with like more accessible control and you know,
Prisoner, you gonna help him?
and that sort of thing. So you know, like hearing that they have a shooter control mode, you know, there are definitely people that love Metal Gear as it is and,
Right.
and won't want to use that, but they don't have to.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and it's weird because I mean, you know, that's literally just what buttons do what. You know, it's not like you're changing
Right.
the way you play the game necessarily. It's just, you know, I want to reload my weapon when I hit square. That's what I expect these days.
yeah, for better or worse, that's I am right there with you on that. That is the common shooter controls. It says a lot about our society and what video games are these days.
Yeah,
But
kinda.
It's not entirely positive, but
But you can still totally play this as a stealth game. You know?
yeah,
And I actually had a whole lot of fun doing it.
cool.
Yeah, I think there's enough around the periphery with the side missions and the challenges and
Your iDroid.
other little things here and there.
Is there any kind of online functionality leader for the
yeah, there-
leaderboard stuff? Check in.
There are leaderboards for like your score, your mission score, and
Okay.
stuff like that. This is
But is it like longest headshot or any of that stuff?
I don't know.
tracked?
I can't get to any of that on the debug version.
Okay, yeah.
I would love to know because
Thanks for my Columbia days.
I kind of there's something kind of entertaining about like let's see if I can headshot this guy from this far away. you know?
Right.
The
Yeah.
eye and the finger. The NVA lost high-ranking staff too.
This might be a record.
Families, their children. To the east, the two were a reason to
It
be
was.
afraid of the dark.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, it would be fun to compare stuff.
Is there
like
no
that, you know?
scope view?
No,
Now that they're out of
not on this one.
house, the two are
Okay.
enjoying a relaxing
There might be
Yeah, you're
on.
getting looked at.
one surrounded by minefields and barbed wire. Even if the war ends,
This guy should really just shut up.
Kinda, yeah.
our clients, it will only truly be over when these two are dead.
Yeah, you
Like,
can-
out of the voice acting hasn't seemed great, kind of across the board.
Some of it is fairly rotten. Some of it is just serviceable.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that VO and character performance and stuff has always been a little cheesy, maybe intentionally in the series.
Sure.
So
I don't know if I believe intentionally.
maybe not
on that
I
one.
maybe I'm being a little charitable with
Yeah.
that.
But yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I think this thing's pretty solid. For especially as software.
But is it liquid?
Not really. Is
Is it naked?
very naked.
Okay.
It is all the way naked.
All right.
But yeah, I mean, especially as software starved as these new consoles are.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
This is an interesting thing, if nothing else, and I also think it's a lot of fun.
Cool.
So I think $30 makes sense. Handled.
Dealt with. Treated.
Right? Yep.
All right. Well, thanks, Brad.
Yeah, thank you. This is out now.
Yeah, cool.